Business Review, a daily program that delves into the latest and most significant economic stories. From stock markets to currency news, Business Review covers the most up-to-date stories in the global financial world.
US stocks experienced a turmoil this week, plunging 3 times in 5 trading days and triggering 2 circuit breakers amid fears over the COVID-19 growing spread and an oil price crisis. On Monday, US stocks plunged once opened. After that, the fuse mechanism was triggered and trading was temporarily suspended. The 3 major stock indexes closed down more than 7%. As of Monday's close, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 7.79%. The Nasdaq Composite Index fell 7.29%. The 500 Index fell 7.60%. On Wednesday, the 3 major US stocks slid again down over 4.7%. On Thursday, the 3 benchmarks plummeted over 7%. After the opening, as the financial market was concerned about President Trump's travel ban and the fuse mechanism was triggered for a second time in a week. Trump announced late Wednesday that people from 26 countries in Europe would be banned from entering the United States for a period of 30 days in a bid to prevent further spread of the novel coronavirus. As of the close Thursday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average sank 9.99%, setting a drop point record in the history. However, on February 12th, it created a record high at 29,568.57 points, witnessing a drop of over 8,000 points in a month.
Asia stocks market plunged on Friday, March 13th, ending a years-long bull run with a coronavirus panic selling hitting almost every asset class and leaving investors nowhere to hide. South Korea stocks opened lower with the Korea Composite Stock Price Index or KOSPI down 125.7 points or 6.82% as of 7 o'clock GMT. Japan's Nikkei 225 opened down 2.3% on Friday, March 13th, while the broader Topix shed 2.8%. In Hong Kong, the market opened down with the benchmark Hang Seng Index plummeting to 22,736.89 points as of 1:35 GMT, a loss of 6.47%. On Wednesday, the Mumbai Sensex was down 6.8%. The FTSE Straits Times Index, the benchmark index for Singapore, fell 3.7%, while Taiwan's TSEC was down 4%.
Total announced Thursday the launch of a project to build the largest battery storage site in France in Dunkirk, which could accelerate the development of intermittent renewable energy as part of the rebalancing of the electricity production. The site will have a storage capacity of 25 megawatt and will mainly serve as a primary source and reserve to support the stability of RTE. The manager of the electricity transmission network announced to the French media.
La question de l'investissement sur le long terme.
The question for long-term investments is that how to restore and maintain certain economic stability inside the company. And Total is extremely close to clients and investors. And its ultimate goal to find sustainable renewable sources in batteries or nitrogen products, which is the source of energy for the future. It's all about renewable resources, and Total is aware of the market's needs.
À la fois pour les mobilités, mais également pour le chauffage individuel.
Total, like all other major companies, is seeking to strengthen its position in renewable energies. It plans to invest around $2 billion, around 1.8 billion euros per year, to develop its low-carbon activities and increase its renewable energy production capacity to 25 gigawatts by 2025, compared to around 6 gigawatts planned for the end of the 2020. On another note, Paris Stock Exchange has gone through its worst days Thursday after a drop in trading up to 12% and a 40% drop in tourism market in France, where French associations and companies, cultural events and sporting championships were cancelled due to the coronavirus, as well as there is a fear that this epidemic could last few months.
I have announced that the state will guarantee the loan demands from the small and medium-sized businesses up to 90% of the amount. Usually it is done up to 40% of the loan. I have raised it to 90%. It is usually also concerning only small businesses. I have added the medium-sized one. We will do whatever is necessary to support our economy and even more. How much will it cost? 10 of billions of euros.
Total is one of the French companies that is attempting in its project to find substitutions for energies and develop energy storage for the future. It is an investment of 15 million euros and will be developed by Saft subsidiary.
This is Farah Al-Hashim reporting for the Business Review, KTV2, Paris.
Germany's CureVac among the vaccine developers funded by the Coalition for Epidemic Preparedness Innovations, or CEPI, said it could mass produce a coronavirus immunization from its existing facilities if its low-dose approach proves successful in trials. Privately held CureVac, which was granted up to $8.3 million by CEPI in January, is working to draw on its low-dose vaccine technology, which has showed promise in an early-stage trial for use against the coronavirus. The cheap engine-based company in Germany hopes to have an experimental vaccine ready by June or July, to then seek the go-ahead from regulators for testing on humans. Florian von der Malbe, Chief Production Officer and co-founder, said a mode of action that allowed for a low dosage to trigger an immune reaction against rabies would also be applied in the coronavirus setting. He said up to 10 million doses per production campaign could be produced. A campaign or production cycle typically lasts several weeks, a spokesman specified. More than one dose may be required to immunize a person, but one campaign would still serve several million people, he added. CureVac specializes in so-called messenger RNA molecules that instruct human cells to produce therapeutic proteins that trigger an immune response against cancer or infectious diseases. In that field, it competes with the US biotech firm Moderna, which is also receiving CEPI funding, and German rival BioNTech, which Pfizer has identified as a potential collaboration partner. Top US health officials have said that it would take up to 18 months to develop any vaccine.
This has been Business Review, your daily source for the most critical stories in the financial world. Tune in next time for the latest financial news impacting the world economy.